Hello, 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 and welcome to the show today. My guest, Carolyn, is having some technical difficulties, so don't you worry, she'll be in here. I'll see her come in the green room, and I'll get her right in as soon as she pops in. That's the way it is. Modern technology is wonderful and all, but sometimes we have issues. Sometimes. You just can't help it, right? So I'm Marion LaSalle, and today I'm not having technical issues. How about that? And I want to welcome you to the show today. This is the Daily Reset for Success show, and this is Monday, which means it's work from home day. So every Monday at 12 o'clock, we have some opportunities for you to work from home, whether you've been laid off or you're trying to get a new job because the old one stinks, or you just realize that you don't want to go to work, someplace where it's unsafe and they're trying to force you to. Doesn't matter. I'm going to help you every Monday. So if you don't hear what you want to hear today, we've had like 17 Mondays, so you could go back and look at all the different links and listen and watch the videos, all the different opportunities. Not only are we giving you jobs where you can go and someone will pay you, they bring the clients, you do the work, you get a paycheck, but also the opportunity to create your own. This is very important because you don't really want someone else in charge of telling you when you can't work, right? Now, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you need a paycheck and you need it now and you just need to get a job. But I'm saying, even if you have that, you could offer yourself the opportunity to have more flexibility to work when you want to work and create your own side hustles or gigs. So I do want to welcome you today. And if you have any questions, I'm live every Monday at 12 on YouTube and on Facebook. And then we always send that audio up to the podcast channel. So if you can't watch live and you want to watch a replay, that's fine. Or you can go to your favorite podcast app and listen to us on your podcast through your ears. All right. All right. So we're still waiting for our guest, but hey, you never know. Maybe she'll make it. Maybe she won't. But the show must go on, right? So if you're in the audience, would you let us know? Say hi. Give me a little thumbs up. Tell me you're out there listening. All right, I'm going to get right to it then. I have the opportunity to share with you some of the cool things that I have found. Now, remember that everything I tell you about, everything I share on this has been vetted. So I want you to know that somebody else has probably found it for me to begin with, but then I go and make sure that the website works, that there really are hiring, that these are real jobs. This is no scamming, okay? Because there are plenty of places out there that have that, and we don't want that. All right, so the first place that I want to tell you about is very interesting to me. I love the name, Digital Market Media. Now, Digital Market Media is a company that pays up to $30 an hour, and you can work full-time or part-time. It's 100% remote work, so that means you get to work from home as long as you have strong internet and you do what they ask you to do. It looks like it's probably based on what you do because it's up to $30 an hour. So I'm not really sure how they, go about figuring that out, but maybe it's your experience and that type of thing. They say that you get full-time. If you work full-time, you can have benefits. You have vacation, sick time, holidays, and employee birthdays. Part-time, the schedules are very flexible. There's no weekend work, so you're good to go there. It's called Digital Market Media, and it's digitalmarketmedia.com. And I am going to put the information up here. It is based out of Houston, but since it's digital, you can work from anywhere. All right, so let me put this up here. I'm going to put it up on the screen, but right after the show, everything that I talk about is down in the description below. So all the links and everything. Okay, so here it is. Digital Market Media, digitalmarketmedia.com, and it's right here in Houston, 888-432-1819. And they didn't exactly describe all the work that you can do for them, but it sounded very interesting to me. If you're good on the computer and you have strong internet, why not at least check it out, right? Now, I found this particular job on Indeed, INDEED.com. And all I did was go on Indeed and I typed in remote work from home. And I did get this particular job that came up. Okay. Sounds like I'm really, really struggling here, but I'm not. Oh, look, I think Carolyn has finally made it. She has. Hey, Carolyn.
I'm in the show, but I'm not hearing myself.
Oh, well, we can hear you. So, so we can hear you just fine. All right. Can you read lips? All right. While she's struggling with that, let me go on and give you some more things that we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to put up on the screen some of the places that we'll be talking about in more in depth. One is called UpBrainery. One is called Power to Fly. One is called, I don't know, Yai English. Digital Market Media. Okay, so there's feedback, Carolyn. You're going to have to put your earbuds on.
Oh, okay. Let me do.
Okay, I had to mute her because we can't have that kind of feedback. And I did tell her about that, but she had some stuff going on at home. So, all right. Next thing I want to talk about is Yai English. You can make up to $25 an hour. It's all remote and it's part-time. If you like working with kids and you want to have a flexible working schedule, you can make up to $25 an hour. What they're looking for are energetic candidates to teach kids online. There's no experience required, and as long as you can have a high-speed internet with a headset with a microphone, you're good to go. They provide all the training, and you can get started in just 3 days. Now, I thought that was very interesting. They are desperate, not desperate, that's the wrong word. Don't say desperate, Marian. Don't say desperate, because nobody wants to hear that word, desperate. Hi, Carolyn, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, you sound great.
You can't hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Thanks.
That's great.
Okay.
All right. So the next one we were talking about is the Yai or Yi or something English, and that's the name of the website, yiyenglish.org. You can make up to $25 an hour, and it's all remote. It's part-time. So, I would imagine if you don't really care much for kids, you probably wouldn't want this job because that's what they're asking for, However, if you can stand up for a little while, like 8 hours a day maybe, then, you can do it, right? You can do it. If you really need money, think about teaching English to children. And I think it's one-on-one, so it's not like you have 25 of them screaming at you. See, I couldn't do it, okay? I just couldn't do it. But I know a lot of teachers love to teach the children. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is Online College Essay Writing Tutor. So this is also a tutor, but it's for adults, okay? So that's more my style, is teaching adults how to do things, because actually that's what I am. I'm a trainer. And I like to teach technology. I like to teach social media, how to make your own graphics, how to create a mastermind, how to create a course. There's all kinds of different things. But this one is a tutor, and they really want someone who can Tutor online college essay writing. So what does that mean? If you have never been to college, you might not know what that means. You might have to look it up. But go to tutor.com and read more about what it is that they're looking for and what it is that they teach. See, a lot of the stuff that we're talking about is teaching. So Carolyn, I'm going to take a quick break and say hello to you.
Hi, Miriam. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm excited.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. So I understand you work from home.
I do. I do. I started my business in 2006, and I have worked from home since then.
Fantastic. Now, did you all hear that? She decided to create her own gig, her own work from home opportunity. And that's really what I want to steer people toward, instead of going out and getting a job that you really don't like, or that, just paying the bills. Because if you have passion or you have some talents and you can share that, oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. Then you really want to be able to create an income doing that. Now, that does take some effort and it takes some time. However, you can make a lot more than a regular job, and you're in control. You don't have somebody telling you have to go out and put a mask on and be in front of the public when you really don't want to. You can make phone calls from your own home, right? You can work on Zoom. So Carolyn, tell me a little bit about what it is that you do from home and how you started this business and what it's like working from home.
Well, first of all, I'm kind of like a hybrid because I do workshops. So when I do workshops in person, of course, I'm out and about, but I also do workshops on Zoom. And as a personal development strategist and a coach, I am able to work on Zoom or on the phone. So before Zoom, I used a phone. I didn't do a lot of Skype because I had a lot of problems with Skype, but I love working with Zoom. I've worked on Zoom for several years, and it is phenomenal. It is now that everybody's using it because of COVID, but I used it before that, and I set up my appointments, and I'm able to see my clients. We're able to talk, just like we're doing now, just like we're here now. So that's what I did, and I really do enjoy it. But I do live workshops, or I did. I haven't done any since we've been quarantined, but I was able to transition and come over to Zoom and do that.
So when we get back to normal, you would like to go back out and do live presentations?
I would. I
Okay.
really would. I do probably 4 or 5 a year, the workshops, and they're interactive. I can do them on Zoom, but they're just so much energy when you're in person. Now, the workshop that I do on presenting and building vision boards, that's a better workshop to do in person because people are actually there and building their vision boards and developing them. I've not tried that online. I've not tried building a vision board online because I provide all of the material for people to establish their vision board. So I've just not tried it. It can be done. It can be done.
It can be done, Carolyn. You just need to have people sign up ahead of time, right? And then make sure you list out all the ingredients that would make them a success. Now, you can do vision boards online without any material at all. Like there are programs out there that you could look into, because I think it's important. I really do. And I don't know, this could be going on for another year or so. So if I were you, I would really look into that, and you can count me in because I would be there for that. I really would. I think it's important that we know where we're going, make a decision, and move forward toward that goal. Because let's face it, if we just kind of go, yeah, I kind of want to do that, it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen, no. You got to have a plan, and it's got to be written. It has to be written. So with vision boards where you can see it, you're more likely to accomplish it.
I agree. And I do apologize that I have to answer the phones. I am at work, and my cohort, the person who normally handles everything for me while I'm online, is not here. So I'm not having technical difficulties. I'm having difficulties because I have to be at work. Another reason why you might want to do something for yourself. I'm working toward that, people. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, so Karen, let's talk a little bit more about your products and services. Tell me about what you have available right now to help people.
What I have available right now to help people is my coaching packages. That I can do, and in fact, I just signed someone up last week for a coaching package. I do personal development and accountability. So the personal development strategy that I do is I work with my clients so that we can decide what it is they want, and then I hold them accountable. So we meet weekly. That I'm still doing. I'm just not able to do well. And now you've just told me about the vision board, so I may be able to do vision boards. But I do personality assessment, and I can do that online. I've done that online. Courses that I do online. So I have one that is called Turn the Page. And if you're a little stuck, it's a short course. It's really designed for someone who just not sure where they want to go or how to get there. And it's about really coming up with a plan, being authentic, being grateful, and then taking action or executing. So that's Turn the Page. And that one is it's a 2-hour session. It's 2 weeks. I do it a week, and then they have a week to kind of process the information. They come back another week. So I do that. So all of the courses that I have, I can still do and offer on Zoom, and I do. I have not done any speaking on Zoom in a while, but I do serve as a presenter.
You know, it's interesting that you should say that, because I have been asked in the last 3 weeks, I have been asked to speak to groups of people from places that I never even heard of before. But because I have an online presence, and because I tell people I'm a speaker, and because I'm, they might have seen me before, they're looking for people who are not camera shy. So think about that as you're developing your programs and you're developing your work from home opportunities and gigs. You need to be comfortable in front of a camera. Now, there's several ways you can do that. If you've never done it before, it's really nerve-wracking when you first start, and your technology can, stop you as well. So I suggest that you get a PC, a laptop, and you bring it up on a box so that we're looking at you eye level. And once you are eye level, I can see you, and it looks like I'm talking to the audience. So that is the number one thing. Lighting is another thing. And I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I apologize for all the things. It's quiet all morning, and then as soon as I start doing something, people want to bother me. It's like, really? Okay, so think about getting a PC, not a Mac, because Mac has problems, and I won't go into all the details, but we do have problems with Macs. You can't, like, if you have a MacBook, you look like you have to like prop it up so that we're looking up your nose, and it's not attractive, right? Also, you need earbuds because of the problems that you have with feedback and things like that. So you want to make sure you have good lighting, you have a good stable laptop, and they're cheap now. They're really cheap. Up on a box or something that brings you eye level, good lighting, and a good microphone. Now, this is a decent microphone. You don't have to spend $150 on a microphone. This is it's an earbud that you can get just about anywhere with the microphone attached. Once you have that, you can do some testing, and you can try it out with a friend or even by yourself. So they're on Zoom. They do have a free account. Now, I wouldn't base my business on a free account, but you can at least try it out. See how you feel when that camera light goes on. Record yourself, play it back, listen to yourself. Are you doing a lot of umming and a lot of ahhing and a lot of humming and coughing and see how you look. So that's what I'm going to recommend, that you do that. Once you become proficient, once you become used to, once you become comfortable being in front of the camera, you can teach and speak in front of audiences all over. And once you do that, people start getting to know what you do. So we know what Carolyn does now. Carolyn's being asked to speak. She got asked today. Why? Because she was on our show before. We really liked her. She gives good information. She's comfortable with her technology. She's getting more and more comfortable with it, right,
Yes.
Carolyn? Mm-hmm.
I am. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. And she's not afraid to start a business from home. That is huge. All right, so let me go to a couple more places that I want to talk about. This one is really interesting. It's called UpBrainery. UpBrainery, UpBrainery. It's an online platform that connects qualified tutors to parents looking for specialized online help for their children. And once again, here we go. If you don't really like children, you probably don't want to be a tutor for them. But boy, I'll tell you what, this is a really, really good place to work. They pay really well. And all you need is a high school education or equivalent, like the GED, and 1 year of teaching experience. That's all they require. And it's UpBrainery. So it's fully remote. It's part-time. You can do it from anywhere as long as you have strong internet. So let me bring that up and put that up here. There we go. UpBrainery. I think I'm saying that right. UpBrainery.com. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. So let me see if I can pull up one more, and then I want to talk about how people can use their talents. This one, I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with this. It's called Power to Fly. And it's an online job site that's tailored to remote jobs for women. Now, I don't have anything against men. I love men. I get along really well with men. But this one in particular hit me pretty strong because I know quite a few women who are out of work right now. And so they have professional jobs in such a wide variety of careers and industries that I was just impressed. Okay, jobs for women. It can be found on the powertofly.com website, and it's free for women to search for and apply for online and remote jobs. Power to Fly has free online classes designed to help them advance their career. So even if you don't feel like you have the experience right now, you are going to be able to use Power to Fly to help you. Okay, so powertofly.com. Isn't that have you ever heard of that, Carolyn?
No, I have not. I made a note of it, and I'm going to check it out.
There you go, powertofly.com.
I experience, yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about one more thing, and then Carolyn, I want to do a few more things about helping people start their own. So if you go, let's say you want an online job, you want to work from home, or you want to work on the road. There's a book on Amazon called Work from Home While You Roam. And the woman is just amazing. She must have a really, really high IQ. I watch her on YouTube all the time, and she helps people find a job. So if you want a job where you can travel around, as long as you have internet, you can get a job. It's work. What did I say? Work online. No, work from home while you roam on Amazon. And one of the things that I learned from her was if you want a remote job, a regular job, you can go to Indeed, INDEED.com, and just type in the word remote, work from home, and the jobs that are available will pop up. So let's say you don't want to get a job, you want to create your own thing. Carolyn, what do you think that people could do to make money right now? Now, the types of things that you and I do take a lot of training, many years. We have certifications, we're trained, but but there's got to be things out there that people could do right now using their passion, using their talents. Do you have any ideas?
There are a couple of things. Of course, virtual assistant is one of those jobs that you can do anywhere. I mean, if as long as you have a computer and access to internet, you can become a virtual assistant. And virtual assistants are so popular now because people see that those of us who work like I work, I just used a virtual assistant to review some documents that I had written for actually for my website because I thought I don't want to sit here and figure out is or are or the verbs correct. I didn't want to do the grammarian thing, and that's not necessarily one of my strong suits. So I have a virtual assistant doing that, which frees me up to do the things that I do. The other one, Marion, I want to tell you is so interesting. I just found out my neighbor has a laundry business that she operates, and she's called the Laundry Fairy. She works from home. I'm telling you, it is, I love it. I just love it. She picks up laundry, she does the laundry, folds it, and then she delivers it. So she picks it up, she
And
does
this
the
is a
washing.
neighbor of yours.
Yes,
How did
this
she
is
get
my,
started?
I don't know how she truly got started, but I think what happened, she teaches, she's homeschools her kids, and she wanted to be home, and I guess needed a way to have some extra income, so she developed and has this business, thriving business. You see her put the laundry in the back of her Suburban, and she delivers. She doesn't do ironing. She doesn't iron, but not many things need ironing anymore. But she washes and folds. I know. I'm probably the only one that still irons and wash by
Oh
hand.
no, I don't even
Uh,
own an iron. Okay, forget that. If it needs to be
yeah,
ironed, then it goes to the Goodwill. No, 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 no.
yeah. Well, I use the laundry, the cleaners, but there's some things that I do have to steam, and it's a steamer. I even have an ironing board. Hadn't used it in a while, but I still have an ironing board. But that was so fascinating to
That
me that
is.
she's got the cutest little logo. It's a fairy with a wand, and then the laundry baskets on each side of her.
Oh my
So
God.
I
Okay. So this is fantastic. And I would love to have her on the show if you could reach out to her and
can.
you could come on too with her so she feels comfortable. I would love to interview her because here's what I'm thinking. What is it that you can do? You that are listening out there that need extra income. What is it that you could do? Laundry, okay, you might not want to do laundry. You might want to do something else. What kind of talents do you have? What do you think a service that you could start right now? You could do that. I would pay for that. Are you kidding me? I'd put my laundry out in the basket out on the porch if I had to, so she could pick it up while I wasn't there and just hand deliver it back folded. Oh yes, I would definitely hire her. Now I know you live too far away from me. She's not in my neighborhood. But wow, what a great idea. Now she just had this idea. She might have seen it online. I don't know, but I'd love to interview her. What else, Carolyn? Oh, we lost Carolyn. There goes the internet, right? Okay. Now, do you have any questions? Do you have any ideas? Is there anything that you would like to talk about? There's a comment section. Whether you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, it doesn't matter. I'd love to hear from you. What kind of talents do you have where you could start your own business? You don't even have to think of it as this big business where you have to have a business degree and everything. What is it that you could do right now that could bring in money to pay the bills? I don't want you to lose your home, your car. I don't want you to go hungry. I don't want you to have to shop for food that's cheap. I want you to be able to bring in money right now. If you've been laid off or you don't, your whole industry's down right now. Let's say you were in the restaurant business. Oh my goodness, you're not working right now. I'm sure of it. So there's got to be something that you can do. And if you have any questions or you want someone to bounce it off of, feel free. Oh, Carolyn seems like she might be back. Let's see. Yes, she is. There you go. There she is. Okay. All right. Any last words, Carolyn, that you would like to share with everyone about working from home?
I think we have to be disciplined, and we have to treat it like a job. I know that we're working from home and we have some flexibilities and some freedoms, but if you are conducting yourself just like you're working outside of the home, you're gonna have so much more success. Now, having said that, you are I'm off on Mondays typically. So on Mondays, I'm not always dressed. So I have my clothes because that's my day for doing my maintenance things. But you are able to work from home at your own pace, your own time, but you want to conduct it like a business. You don't want to just be kind of loosey goosey. You want to have a schedule. You want to have a schedule to do things. And particularly if you're like me, where I'm in some networking groups. So I schedule my time for going to my networking groups. I schedule my time for meeting and doing one-on-ones. But you definitely, the thing that I think will help to be successful is to not just treat it like a hobby. You know, I can do it if I want. You really do have to have some structure and hold yourself accountable. And if you can't, then you call me. I can hold you accountable.
Ah, there you go. All right, so Peggy says that there's no links yet. That's right. It's after the show's over. We put all the links below. So Carolyn, if you have a website or something because you talked about somebody who has a business, if you could share that with us, that would be great. We'll put that down below so people can reach out and get their laundry done as well if they're in her neighborhood. So thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Carolyn, if you can get that to me in the next 10 minutes, that'd be great.
I will. And my email address is Carolyn at CarolynGGray.com. So it's Carolyn at CarolynGGray, Gray.
Did I put it in wrong?
It didn't have a G in it. It was Carolyn Gray.
Thank you. I'm going to put it in there right now.
Okay. And I will
and
call
you told me that too. And you told me that, and I didn't hear it. So I imagine that I'm not the only one that has that problem.
No, you're not. No. That's why I say Carolyn G and then Gray, Gray. But no, it happens a lot. But I'm going to call my neighbor when I get off the phone and ask her if, for her information. But I was just fascinated by what she does. And she homeschools. She has 3 children and she homeschools her children.
And she can do the laundry in between whatever she's doing. She just puts it in, then she can go deal with her kids, and then she takes it out, puts it in the dryer, deals with her kids, come back. Yeah. And she could even get those kids to help her with that. That's what I was thinking.
They do. I see that. Well, one of them is probably more active and involved in the younger one. I see her helping her mom a lot. But it was really fascinating to me that she has this business and it's incorporated in her regular lifestyle. She doesn't have to go anywhere. Well, she goes to pick up her laundry, but I mean, she's doing everything from home.
Right. There you go. Well, thanks again for joining us today. And Carolyn, thank you for coming in. We want to have you back. So feel free to let us know when that could be. And for those of you that are looking for a job, after the show, I will put all the links that we talked about in the description down below. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to having your input. And if you have something you'd like to share or you'd like to be on the show, please let us know. Thanks again, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye, Carolyn.
Bye.